Welcome to On Tilt Trading. I am currently long in Bitcoin. I'll walk you through what I have trading top down. Starting here on the daily chart, you can see Bitcoin has been delivering to the sell side here with price over the last few days here, and today really delivering to the sell side overall for the course of the last few days. So you can see these previous candles are putting in wicks here, but yesterday's candle here pretty solid there. In addition to that, you can see that price action as well traded back into a fair value gap here and has traded into this bullish fair value gap today. So price in yesterday's candle, which I still count this as the same day based on this line here on the 1 hour chart, this New York midnight. This is how I count the days, even though the new crypto day has started. This fair value gap right here, this bullish fair value gap was traded into, and this bullish fair value gap was not traded into before today. So this is, I would say, like a fresh fair value gap or fresh price action into this fair value gap. There's a fair value gap here that had already been tested, so I didn't count that. So the fact that we're having a aggressive sell-off here by the algorithm delivering price to the sell side aggressively and into this bullish fair value gap, I would anticipate the potential for price to be able to deliver back to the buy side. In addition to that, here on the 60-minute chart, on the 1 hour chart, coming in today, we get price action delivering to the sell side, pulling back, delivering to the sell side again. I took an entry here based on there's a small fair value gap here. Took an entry here, but it was outside of my trade window, so definitely FOMO, and then lost that trade because it was invalid based on my setups. But this trade here set up. So what we're seeing here, if I come in closer here on the 60-minute, this was the fair value gap here that I FOMO'd on when price was here. So my cutoff for this trade would have been here. This would have been the cutoff for my trade. I took a FOMO entry here, which you'll see on the 5-minute chart. Actually, let's go over there now. Here, this was the entry, and then this was the exit here. So that FOMO'd when I took an exit here in the following candle. And then this orange or this brown candle, actually not a candle, but this brown line right here and this brown line right here, this is the high and this is the low of the New York PM session. This range here, and we can see in this candle here wicks below this range here but closes inside of the range. So this gave me the idea that price was unable to deliver and close below this level. So the algorithm, after sweeping out this sell side delivery, is now more than likely going to seek out buy side delivery. And with a sweep of this session, I'm going to first look for the high of the session and then look for higher remaining targets in case price continues to deliver to the buy side, seeking buy side liquidity. So with that in mind, for this long trade, I'm seeking buy side liquidity here at the high of the New York PM session. This is the New York AM session. I'm seeking out liquidity here. This is the London session low, London session high. So I'm going to look at buy side here. And then I'm also going to look at this bearish fair value gap that's not been traded into. I'm going to look at the liquidity here at the rebalance of the fair value gap. So looking for buy side liquidity here, 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 and here. And here is my current trade here, 0.004 Bitcoin here keeping sizes small as I am deploying this new system, today being the first day. Entry at 94,593, stop loss 93,994.8, and final target is 98,708.6. And then for more detail here on the 5-minute, again, you can see the FOMO trade here. And then we can see this setup right here. So this candle here sets up this candle to sweep here. So there was sell side liquidity resting here. Now this has been swept out with this candle, and then the algorithm continues to buy side as it consolidates in this area. As it consolidated here, we get a fair value gap, this light blue square. We get this bullish fair value gap in here, right there. And then this Fibonacci retracement tool I set up for my dealing range here on the 5-minute, and then ideally I want to wait for pullback here to the equilibrium, which you can see there was pullback to equilibrium here, but I wait for the 60-minute candle to close. So here on the 1-hour chart, I wait for this candle to close for confirmation of a close inside of that level. Once I got that confirmation, I took the entry in this candle, as price had already reached equilibrium and was not necessary or required for price to go back there. So I took the entry immediately on the open of this candle, which would be the 7 p.m. candle for Eastern Standard Time, or the GMT plus 8. This would be the 8 a.m. GMT plus 8 candle based on the Asian session. And with this, I've covered the remaining profit targets, but we can see here, as I mentioned, price delivered to the sell side, swept out that sell side liquidity, delivered to the buy side, put in a short-term high right here, back to sell side delivery. Price comes up here and closes here. This candle here creates a market structure shift here to the buy side. This was my trigger to enter the trade. Then we get the pullback to the equilibrium and the fair value gap, and then price now has delivered back to the buy side. Has done some consolidation in this area and pulling back. There is a fair value gap right here that price is currently trading into, and there's also a fair value gap down here that has yet to be traded into. So price can do something like this or do something like this if all goes well and price continues to deliver to the buy side here. So right now, with price pulling back, I would anticipate it not to pull back any further than this fair value gap, which would be to test the entry and to also test this market structure shift level here. Or actually, this is actually a break of structure. So here, this is the market structure shift. Then here, we start to get into the break of structure as this swing high was closed above here in this candle. Then you get some additional price action to the buy side. This would be inducement. And now you can see price reacting inside of this fair value gap right here. Here's a reaction to that, but there's no bottom wick on this candle, so I would anticipate price to show some kind of sell side delivery either here or even deeper here, as there is an additional fair value gap, as I mentioned previously, down here. Price disrespects this fair value gap, then there's a higher probability that price would deliver to the sell side. My stop loss is just below this candle here covering the spread. But if all goes well, then I will start heading towards some profit targets and start to be able to take profits here. But currently price is pulling back, and we'll see if price will redeliver here to the buy side after this correction here. If you'd like to know more, visit us at ontilttrading.com. Trade safe, trade together. We'll see you next time.